Christ combined. I am so grateful to have you here on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment with me. In today's video, we are going to talk about the body. And in case you missed it, there were 2 more days. This is the third day of giving thanks, of Thanksgiving. So, on this 5 days of Thanksgiving, we are going to go through different topics. So, the first day we talked about thankfulness. The second day, which was yesterday, we talked about the mind. And today we're going to talk about the body. So, I know a lot of you during this season, I noticed that I noticed in a lot of people that their guilt during the holidays. There's some sadness during the holidays sometimes, and the pressure that we put on ourselves is just unsurmountable. Every time I look around and I see someone be hard on themselves because they didn't take that course, they didn't back to school, they didn't do the things that they wanted to do this year, or at Thanksgiving they ate way too much, or whatever the thing is, they have so much shame and guilt behind making normal decisions or normal mistakes that grow us into better human beings. And so during this 5 days of thankfulness and throughout the year, I want you to really extend grace to yourself because you will not be perfect. And I'm going to take a moment to allow the Holy Spirit to come in because I didn't pray before this video and I always pray before videos. Okay. So we're going to make sure that God is guiding this and it's not just me running off saying whatever I feel like saying. So I wanted to focus on the body today because we are so hard on ourselves. We have other images, and I don't know about you, and I'm not trying to tell my age, but when I was growing up, we just had the people on maybe music videos or we had people in our classes. But now you could literally click a button online and see millions of other women, millions of other people that the adversary will try to make you compare your life to. Look at this person, they got married and you're still single. Look at this person, they got a new house and you could barely pay your rent, or whatever it is. He just wants you to covet the things that someone else has that are not yours, anyways. And if God is about to bless you with that same thing, it's not going to look like what it looks like in their life. It's going to look like something totally different. And God can't bless you if you're not already grateful for the things that you have. And one of the tricks of the adversary is to make you compare yourself so badly to someone else that you don't even recognize your progress. You don't even realize the fact that you have been making healthy switches in your nutrition. You have been exercising or walking every day, whether it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or it's for a whole hour or 2 miles. Whatever your thing is that you're doing that's helping to progress yourself, helping to move you to another level, helping to advance your life is good. You have to really start to pat yourself on the back. And at this moment, I want you to take a moment and just give yourself a pat on the back because you really deserve acknowledgement of the progress that you're making in your life. Sometimes it's really hard to see it when you had a vision of the life that you wanted to live and God is like, listen, that was your plan, that was not my plan. And there are so many things in my life that I wanted so badly. I thought that I would be in a relationship like this. I thought that I would be in a house like this. I thought that I would be in a car like this. I thought that my relationship would look like this, or my business would look like that. And none of those things happened. Thank God. Because one of the things that I'm learning as you become more spiritually mature, as you grow your relationship with God, is if God isn't giving you something, it's because He knows what's best for you, because He has something better for you. Something that you actually need, not just something that you want. And when I think back to the things that I prayed for, the relationships that I prayed for in the past, when I think back to the jobs that I prayed for in the past, if I would have been in that job, I don't know if I would have gotten greedy. I don't know if I would have stewarded it the right way with the lessons that God taught me through the transitional season that He had me in this year. I don't know if my business had got expanded and grown to another extent if I would have been able to handle it when I couldn't even handle my life. Like, sometimes we pray for things because we can see a reel of someone's life. We can see a snapshot of a moment, but we don't see them crying on the floor. We don't see them not making it for 5 years. We don't see them struggling to get to where their dreams are to be able to make that thing come to fruition. We don't see all the hard work that goes into when people can accomplish those things in their lives. And sometimes we forget that there is work that we have to do in order to get to that place. Now, when we're giving ourselves grace in the season, it's not just about you saying, okay, I'm going to be lazy and I'm not going to put forth any effort. Hey, how you doing? It is about you really being intentional in this season. And it's going to look like progress, not perfection. It's going to look like you saying, okay, Thanksgiving's coming. I might not eat the healthiest, but maybe I'll make a swap. Maybe I won't have an extra dessert. Maybe I'll just have one. Maybe I won't have 22 rolls. Maybe, and if you watched yesterday's video, you know why I said that. Maybe, or the day before, maybe I'll just have one biscuit or one roll that is homemade that my grandma makes during Thanksgiving. That is, it's like top tier for real. And so the resistance, the discernment, the discipline is real. So you just have to give yourself grace during the season, during Thanksgiving season, while you are out here trying to do the best that you can. Really, just do the best that you can. And if you make a mistake, or if you end up overindulging on Thanksgiving, which most people do, then get back up the next morning and walk. Get back up the next morning and get back on your nutrition. Get back up the next morning. Do not beat yourself up. This is the cycle and the trick that we fall into that we don't realize really keeps us in a cage. It keeps us bound, and it keeps us stuck in a season that God no longer has us in, because we are so guilty, so guilt stricken. We are so hard on ourselves that we don't give ourselves the grace to move past a mistake that we make in life. So I really want you to take this season as what it is. Really accept the things that you already have, the body that you already have. I know you're saying, I want to look like this, but don't say you want to look like this person. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone who stays on track with their nutrition or who goes to the gym every day of the week. Listen to your body. Listen to your doctor. Listen to your body. If your body is telling you, I can only do a mile today, only do a mile today. Do not overexhaust yourself because you think you want to look like this other person. Really do the best that you can. Have the best body that you can have, because can't nobody look like you better than you can look like you at your best. So keep pushing for that thing. When you are going through, and if you are struggling with comparing your body to other people's bodies, I really suggest that you maybe do a fast from social media, or maybe you don't go around certain people during this season, or you ask God to give you the strength to be around certain people if you have to be around them. And I know the hair and everything is just going through its own little transition on these videos, and I just want to take a little side note and say that yesterday I washed my hair, today I blow dried it. I'm in the process of considering whether I'm going to straighten it or wear braids. So this is like in between. So you catching me in the in between stage. So as we are going through transitions, I want you to really take a moment and really just appreciate where you are in life. Appreciate the body that you have right now. Appreciate the food that you do have in the house. And if you're saying, okay, I have so much candy, it's hard not to eat it, maybe don't buy the candy. When I first started my nutritious journey, I really had to not get Twizzlers. I had to, and sorry, I'm not trying to throw no shade on any company or anything like that, but there were certain foods that I could not have in this house, because although I'm being disciplined, I was not strong enough to not eat those specific things. If I was going to have pizza, I could have pizza once every other week or something like that. But now I don't even really do pizza like that. Every once in a while, that's like one of my favorite foods to eat. That's like not on the list. And there's a couple other things as well, but I have to really be intentional about getting rid of those things that I know I have a weakness for. And it's not just about nutrition, it's about our bodies too. If you know that you can't be around certain people because you're going to overindulge in something, or you're going to do drink or eat or whatever. Something is that is not going to be easy for you to like push away or like resist. Then you have to create distance and boundaries around that thing. You have to really say, okay, I'm not strong enough in this season. Like, I'm praying about it, but one of the stories in the Bible that comes to my mind is that when the person is about to go and fall into sin, and then they say flee from sin, because if you just stay there and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be fine, everything's gonna work out, I'm gonna just pray over it. Yeah, you pray, but you also got to put forth action. So if you know you're not strong enough, you got to leave, you got to flee, you got to flee from that food, you got to flee from that thing. You can't put that food in front of you. Don't put it on your plate if you know you're not strong enough to not eat it. You have to really say, okay, or maybe you stay for a little bit instead of the whole time, or while you're there, you do other things. Maybe you walk in between, walk 20 minutes before your food. That's one of the things that really helped me when I first started learning to be a better steward of my body. I will walk 20 minutes before every meal, because it helps you digest your food better, and it helps you be able to like have that metabolism going, so it's not just food sitting there the whole time. Another thing is drinking water 15 to 20 minutes before you eat, or 15 to 20 minutes after you eat. It'll really help you continue to steward your body well, continue to flush out those things in your system that don't belong there, and also process foods in the right way. So, any toxins, anything that's in your body that needs to be flushed out, it will be flushed out because of the walking, because of the water. So, even if it's really hard, and another key thing, I know I keep saying key things. I should have just made 5 key things not to do that will help you during this Thanksgiving season while you're about to eat this delicious food. Because it would have been helpful to have it numbered. But I digress. That's neither here nor there. And so, so another thing that really helped me is to drink a full bottle of water 20 minutes before I'm about to eat. It would help my body feel full so that I could eat the food that I want, but not as much. It like gave me like a little like fill, so I'd be like, okay, I'm hungry, but I don't feel so hungry that I gotta eat like 3 plates. I feel hungry enough to maybe eat 1 plate, and so on and so forth. So for you, you have to find that specific thing that's gonna help you be able to like alert yourself, or be able to like be like a block or barrier in between the thing that your weakness is. And also, having an accountability partner really helps too. If you and another person are trying to eat healthy, or you and another person are trying to be better stewards of your body, because your body is a temple, then it'll help in having that accountability partner, because you guys can hold each other accountable. So during the season, extend grace to yourself, and also be a good steward of your body. And it's not going to look like the other person that you're looking at online. It's not going to look like me. It's not going to look like anybody else. It's going to look like blank. Whatever your name is, fill it there. So be the best version of you during this holiday season. Pray and ask for the strength of God, but also flee from the things that are holding you back, or the things that are really hard to resist in your life. And also get an accountability partner, someone that will be able to help you resist the temptation, resist the things that are holding you back, be able to be a better steward of your body during the season, and give yourself grace. So I appreciate you tuning in, all the people that logged in to watch the video, and we're here to listen to me talk about being thankful during the season. And I will see you guys tomorrow, where we will talk about your soul. So stay tuned. I'm so glad that you tuned in. Don't forget to check out the other 2 videos from yesterday and the day before for the 5 days of Thanksgiving. And have an amazing, incredible, terrific Tuesday. Bye.